I'm Amy Osher at HELI Expo 2008 in Houston, Texas. Our AINTV crews travel the world covering the biggest aviation shows. One of our crews covered the Singapore AIRSHOW, where there was a strong presence from the helicopter industry. AINTV's Ed Highland joins us now. Ed?
Thanks, Amy. Here at the Singapore AIRSHOW, on the static display, you would expect to see aircraft of many different sizes and shapes, mostly airplanes. But there's a growing presence of helicopters here also in Singapore. Joining me now is Philippe Arash, Vice President with Eurocopter. Thank you so much for joining us today. First, give us a little tour of what we're experiencing right here.
Yes, you are seeing here one of the most successful products of Eurocopter range. It's called EC145, and it is here going to be delivered to Bangkok Helicopter Services, and it is in a casualty evacuation configuration, which is one of the most expanding market segment these days. Support to public.
This is a civilian version of a military aircraft.
Correct. Actually, one of the characteristics of Eurocopter is that most of our product range has a mirror range for civil and military application. In this case, you pick the right information. This aircraft, EC145, was selected last year for the first time ever by the US Army. They bought the first batch of 322 aircraft this time. So you see the same platform and several types of applications.
Now tell us a little bit about preparation in Singapore versus HELI Expo. Are there differences, or is it all just going to try and find that perfect customer?
Yeah, well, there are a few differences. First, the Singapore show is an international show, but basically focusing on Asia. And secondly, as you can see here, it's both a civil and military air show, covering fixed wing and rotary wing. HEI is a pure civil rotary wing exhibition. So you see that we have to prepare in a slightly different way.
So you must think globally all the time, trying to find the customers wherever they may be.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of our job, isn't it? We have customers anywhere around the world. Actually, we have 140 countries where we have our helicopters flying. We have 2,600 customers around the world, and they use helicopters for very diversified applications. It ranges from oil and gas exploration, for public service application, as you can see here, for corporate flying, for utility, construction, helicopter, but you find them also in military applications, so that's the fun of the game.
We are hearing, obviously, that with the slowdown in the economy around the world, mostly the Western economies, that there is a lot of growth projected for Asia in the future, but perhaps not so much in Europe and in the United States. Are you focusing more of your effort now, perhaps, on the Asian market for the future?
Yes. First, at this stage, I'm not as optimistic as some might be. The ground reasons why people buy helicopters are not always purely economical. The helicopter is a wonderful aircraft which performs missions that no other products can perform. And no matter what economical condition we face, there will be a need for specific applications. Think about the thousands of lives which were saved during Katrina in the United States, for example, or during the tsunami operation. What else than helicopters can save these lives? So we have that mattress of activity. But you are right, we hope that we are not going to suffer too much from the, I wouldn't say recession, but I don't think it's still a recession yet, but at least a slight slowdown of the economical growth. But we have lived over the past few years outstanding figures. We have grown twice, outside twofold, over the last 5 years. Can you imagine that growth?
Tremendous growth, and it's a pleasure to talk with you and see you here at Singapore. And of course, we know that there's going to be many more stories on AINTV about Eurocopter as HELI Expo continues and begins to go. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And we're going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Ed. At HELI Expo in Houston and major aviation events around the world, count on AINTV.com. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for watching.